Welcome back, Kane's Family Channel Film Review. We are back in the dub column, big dub, 42-14. So we like to see those. Obviously, it was a closer game until later in the second half when Canes just started rolling. So we love that. We've been a second half team all year, and we'll get into it. It's a lot of funner this senior day. A lot of guys went out the right way. 2x2 set here. See how close JG is to JG3 is to the sideline here. This is an anticipation throw. Gotta have it. Right. As soon as this corner, we already know diagnosis is going to be in bail technique. He's going to be taking this deep third. He's opening that hip inside. There's no way he's going to get outside. So Cam Ward, rightfully so, this is a short hash throw. So it's not from the opposite hash. This has to get there because there's not much space to that sideline. Jacoby doesn't really have much space there. Love the timing on this decision. Really good. Get this ball out. This was actually the perfect read, and Cam Ward had a lot of perfect reads this day. We got a lot of RPO, honestly, versus Wake Forest. A little bit more than we were used to seeing. Got a Xavier Restrepo here involved. We got a little bit with Isaiah Horton, Jacoby George, and even Elijah Arroyo. We'll get into that. We're just a quick little speed out here. Go ahead, either I like it or I pull it. Cam's going to pull it. We got numbers on the outside. Look at this is what Cam's seeing right here. Corner is playing way off. Let me get that ball to X. Not his best ball, for sure. This is low. This is actually a really tough catch from Restrepo. I mean, that's literally off the ground. Snatches this up, is able to actually keep his feet and keep moving to get that first down. That's why he's the number one receiver in Miami history statistically, making plays when they're not there to be made. But again, love the RPO. I'm not going to get like crazy analytical or nothing like this, but just look at this from Damian Martinez, right? You have a guy, right, fighting a double team right here. He's fighting a double team. He's sitting in this gap. He's sitting in this hole. And look at him just run through it, run over that defensive lineman. I mean, bro, this is gap. This is my gap. I ain't going. I'm going. I'm take this double team. Take this double team. And this running back just runs through you. I mean, yo, that's crazy. You got two offensive linemen, driving you. And then here comes this 230-pound running back just coming through like a Mack truck. I mean, that's the definition of running through somebody. And I really brought that last play up to set this one up because now you see his safety one-on-one in the hole, right? And a 12 personnel set. We got two tight ends here. Great job here from the tight end group. Look at Arroyo and McCormick here. I just got to shout this out, man. Double team here with your left tackle. McCormick's getting stuff done. Then he gets to the second level. He's on a D lineman, gets up to a linebacker, and this is what allows this play to go one-on-one Damian Martinez with a safety in the hole. And that's exactly what he does. He just runs his ass straight over. So great job here from the offensive line and the tight end group, one of the most underrated groups on the team because of their versatility. This is a great one-on-one block here from Arroyo. But again, the physicality that we saw from Martinez on these back-to-back plays. He's coming on, or he's on. This might have been the easiest touchdown pass of the year. All right, so man covers, they're following. You got inside technique. He's inside shade. We have an outside breaking route. Cam Ward knows exactly where he's going to throw this football. This is pitch and catch. Literally, this guy doesn't even need to be there. This is warm-ups. Cam Ward with the thing, with his little, getting his little routine going. That's exactly what that is. I mean, inside leverage, you see Jacoby George where he's at. This guy's inside the 10-yard line. Easy. And this is pitch and catch. Great read, understanding where to go with the football immediately. Let's not play with him. And Jacoby George to come out with 2 touchdowns on senior day. But yeah, man, look at that angle. You see it right here drawn. There was no way he was getting that. Taking candy from a baby. I mean, defense started off shaky. You're thinking, man, it's the same thing. And then boom, they didn't. They only allowed 7 points this entire game. Remember that 7 points, we'll get to it later, was from the kick return. Defense played well. You got Wesley Basantia coming off the edge one-on-one with the running back. This is exactly how you expect the linebacker to perform one-on-one versus running back in pass protection. It has to be a sack. It just has to be. And great job from Wesley Basantia just bulldozing this running back who honestly had ran that kick return back and was probably their best player, on the field that day. So shout out to number 1. He was good, but this is exactly how you do it, Wesley. Coach Cristobal had a comment about, why Tyler Berry didn't play much. He said it was a coaching decision. I think it was plays like this, to be honest with you. You can look at Kiko. I've seen a lot of people blaming Kiko for this, but right here, he just shot inside. It just looks terrible. You give up this big cut right now. This is 3rd and 11, and they're getting a first down and then some. I mean, they're getting pretty much. This is all pass happy, but you just can't go too far inside. You're playing defensive tackle. He's willingly going inside. I think that's what led to some of that. I mean, you got to stay here, bro. You got your gap here. You can't blame Kiko, bro. This running back is lower than all these guys. He can't even see where this guy's going to squirt out of. You just can't shoot outside. I mean, shoot inside if you're playing defensive tackle. So I think that contributed to the lack of snaps for Tyler Barron in this game. As you can see, this very next play, he's not in. We'll play it through. This is the touchdown man coverage. OJ checks off. Don't know if it's supposed to be, with Kiko or Alderman. Kiko's running up, then he shoots back once he realizes it's not a run. Or is it supposed to be, with a safety? We don't know. We could point fingers. But this is just inexcusable. This thankfully was the only inexcusable thing on defense. But somebody has to tap on, right? So OJ, he's passing that off. He's sitting here. You have a safety here, Jaden Harris, who's pointing out. I mean, what else do you want him to do? He's calling this out. This cannot be this big of a communication bust. I mean, Jaden Harris is literally calling this out. If I'm Mish, we're both going towards him. I think Mish should have been over here, but again, we're not pointing fingers, bro. But it definitely, this just cannot happen. You got two linebackers trailing, a outside receiver. That just does not make any sense, and obviously that needed to be cleaned up. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but it's ugly. It's hella ugly. Thank God it was the only ugly thing on defense. Talked about RPO and getting Elijah Arroyo involved. I love this. We went to the 22 set, so that's 2 running backs, but instead of 3 wide receivers, oh my God, I'm sorry, I made y'all watch that again. But instead of 3 wide receivers, we put our 2 out here, Jacoby X, and then freaking Elijah Arroyo backside. That was a wrinkle we haven't seen all year. That's something new out of the bye week. It's an RPO. Oh my God. It's an RPO. Look where this ball is thrown at. This is a perfect ball from Cam, outside shoulder. Let him get upfield and make a play and get that yardage for the first down. I love this wrinkle. Go ahead and put an Elijah Arroyo outside lined up. I mean, that's something we haven't really seen, dog, and it's something he could definitely do. You think Wake Forest watched him hit 22 or 23 miles an hour on that Louisville touchdown? Or was it Louisville? Yeah, right? Yeah, it was Louisville. You think they watched that? Because look how much space and cushion he's giving Elijah Arroyo. We're back in that 2 running back set, 22 set with Arroyo outside. Look how much space and cushion he gives him. It's an easy throw for Cam Ward. Throw that little stop route, that curl right there at the top. Look how he's bursting off that line of scrimmage. I really like this wrinkle. I think we're going to need this moving forward. Not to take snaps away from just Isaiah Horton or Sam Brown, but I think just the versatility of being able to maybe move a guy somewhere else and put Elijah Arroyo outside. That gives us a matchup that we like. Like, no matter what, you might be faster than a guy. Shit, he could be way bigger than he's definitely gonna be way bigger than a guy, but that's a mismatch, putting him on corner. So use that. I think this was one of the best wrinkles to come off the bye week. Honestly, do. It makes me happy. Wake Forest here, they're gonna get caught too close to the line of scrimmage. Too close. You got man over here. You got a safety who's not going to get deep enough because the way they're doing their defense. Guess what? Elijah Arroyo's been hot. We've been hitting him. Now the safety sitting over top of him. This is a tight end we have out wide that's getting safety coverage over the top, letting your explosive weapons like Jacoby George just run downfield with nothing to worry about. Inside move, turns them around. That corner got turned around with that step at the top. Extends and catches it from away from his body through contact. I wish you could see the route because he turned him around. A little high of a ball from Cam Ward. Way to go and pluck that out the air. Strong hands. Love to see this TFL from true freshman Bobby Pruitt. But this play is made by Clark at defensive tackle with his instant penetration here. See how this offensive line is going to have to turn out. That's going to open the pathway now one-on-one in the hole for Bobby Pruitt, and he makes the play. But that play is made from CJ Clark's penetration. So this is a good snap here, as you'll see from a defensive tackle who doesn't make the play himself, but allows his linebacker to come through and flow and make that play. Honestly, this changed the game. Everybody would probably agree with that unanimously. They're driving the ball right down the field again. You're thinking, oh my God, this defense can't stop anybody. And then boom, they try to get a screen off to their number 2. They're motioning to a 31 set, so trips left, and they're trying to get this screen to number 2, their number 2 receiver at the time. Perfect, just a blitz call. You see Mish already shooting in. That ball's not even late. It's just perfect get off from Mish. He's already walking down, and he burst right at the time. You see CJ Clark almost got his hands on it. Thankfully, he didn't, because Mish ends up not only elevating and getting that ball, but snatching it and taking it all the way to the crib. We were erratic. Everything. I don't think we've seen a pick six in a long time. To be honest with you, since what, Cam 20 for Cam, Georgia Tech. So I guess that's last year. So maybe not a long time as I thought, but man, Mish, this was a hell of a play, and he deserves his recognition for it. Was ACC Defensive Back of the Week. Yeah, check it. For as lit and a turn as we were for that Mish interception to the crib, the assuming kickoff, they steal all the momentum back with this kick return. I don't like soloing guys out, but you got to find a way to make this one-on-one tackle, Markeith. You've been playing well, especially on special teams, and you've been that third safety. You got to find a way to make this one-on-one tackle. Other people as well, but this is where he breaks through. This is the line. Everybody's congested here. The guy was fast. I'm not gonna lie. That's Robbie Washington and Robert Stafford. He's running away from. Obviously, he had the angle and a head start, but those are some of our fastest guys, and they could have get him. So, kudos to him. But man, we got to tackle better, bro. We got to make that one-on-one tackle. This is this is no bueno, bro. We haven't had a kick return. Well, I guess last year, Bashard, but we don't really get kick return touchdowns, bro. So somebody to come in our stadium and run one back in front of us is hurtful. It hurts. We're in the trips left here, so 31. And this is another variation of the RPO. I thought we ran more RPO versus Wake Forest than we've ran, most of the all year. You got the bigger slant from X, and then a hitch on the outside from Sam Brown. You see how far off that guy is, and he's playing, and he's bailing at the snap. Easy read for Cam Ward. Let me pull that and get this ball out to my guy Sam Brown, who quietly has impressed me with his ability to break tackles. I know everybody remembers those big 2 tackles he broke and went for a touchdown versus Louisville. But I like the way he runs tough. But again, this is just a nice little wrinkle with the RPO game. Throw that quick hitch out there. We haven't really been doing it that much. We did one to Elijah Arroyo earlier this game, and now here with Sam Brown. I think this is something we could build on, make quicker decisions for Cam Ward. Hey, boom. All right, I'm pulling it. Here's this throw right now. This is a straight, run. You see a little, bubble action here, but, Cam Ward would have to turn around and flip it that way blind. You don't really ever see, guys do that. So this is a clear run play. Look at Zach Carpenter and Matthew McCoy right here at the point of attack. That's how you get job done. You got Inez Cooper, butt to the hole. Shout out to the interior on this play. Jordan Lyle ran hard all day. He only had 7 carries, but he made an impact in all 7 of those, rushing for over 100 yards and a touchdown. But you got to shout out the interior of this offensive line, man. You got Coop, Carpenter, and Matthew McCoy paving the way. Honestly, I thought this was great play design. We've already hit the swing to Martinez earlier. You're trying to fake that swing, swing, and then delay tight end coming across the middle. But, they were in zone coverage. They could all see it. So just, it wasn't just, everybody got eyes on it. So it was just easy to diagnose. So you would have definitely gotten linemen up to the linebacker stuff. But you got this guy here literally just spying. It's a zone. He's spying. He sensed it. He just looking at Cam. He has no idea that Arroyo, he's blowing this entire play up, right? Now Cam has no protection because everybody's released upfield. Cam, hey, I get it. You're trying to flick it. He thought Arroyo was going to keep going over. And if you catch it in this little space, you got room to go. So, yeah, I get it. You probably could have completed this pass, but if I'm Arroyo, I don't know what the hell is going on either. So it's just one of those, you just can't flick that out there, fam. If he could have caught it, would he have space? You could argue, you could say that, whatever, but that's just one you have to just throw it to the dirt and eat that. That's a blown play. You can't make a bad play worse. Hate condensed versions, but when I get the full game film out, love the way Elijah Arroyo runs this route. This is called second level avoidance, right? So he's coming in, he's running this corner route, outside breaking route. He's got a defender right here, dips under him so he can get into his route. Now you see how he's trailing, gives Cam Ward all day to throw this ball. Honestly, he threw it a little earlier. Might have been a bigger play. But yeah, bro, that is a route running clinic from your tight end. I mean, who went outside and was running routes. Now he's inside, in the slot running routes. I mean, this is probably the most underutilized weapon on our team. And it's not to say, anything bad because we have the number one offense in the nation and everybody needs touches, but I don't know, man. You're a first round pick to me, talent wise. I really like this wrinkle on third down. We haven't seen this, right? So we're in 11 personnel set. You got Arroyo here as the wing, and he's going to be running a whip route. So he's going to be faking that. He'll be faking that out and then whipping back inside. This is one-on-one with a linebacker. This is perfect. Cam Ward's looking at it all day. He got his guy one-on-one with the linebacker. We just seen what he could do one-on-one with the safety and the DB. Now this is just easy work. That's a great conversion. It gets a little bit after. Keep your feet. I know he's hot about that, but this is a clinic of a matchup problem, right? You can get Arroyo on linebackers. You can get Arroyo on corners. You can get Arroyo on the safeties. Oh yeah, I know he's mad about that, but this is a matchup that this is a player that we really could utilize to just beat chess pieces. When we go, let's say playoffs, right? We have big playoff dreams. We have ACC championship dreams. You got to have a guy that's going to win that matchup regardless. The guy you have full faith is going to win that matchup. And I think Arroyo could be one of those guys for us. He's just a freak. There's not much of them. This is what I'm talking about, Kiko. On a game where the offense only scores 7 points and, one of the better games of Kiko, it's not hard to see why that happened, right? You got some penetration here, a double team here on Simeon Barrow, almost a triple team. So they're moving Barrow, but look at Malinois. Duck, get out the way, get in, wrap up, make a secure tackle. I mean, that's what the hell we need. Yeah. That's the Kiko we've been missing, waiting to see. Disengage, wrap up, helmet right on the football, wraps up. This is a perfect tackle. And it's no coincidence that the defense played their best game in a long time when the leaders start stepping up. We go quick bubble to X. I think this might be his first fumble in his career at Miami. Obviously, this game we're up 6 points, in the third, late in the third. So obviously, you do not want to cough up any points. The condensed versions suck, so they don't really show it. But he had it high and tight. The ball just came out. This was a big change in momentum because they got it right here, but defense held on. Coach Dawson is not the only one who brought out something new after the bye week. We're gonna rush here. Our three defensive linemen, a linebacker, and here comes Mish from the slot, and we drop Mezzi as like the spy on this quarterback. All right, so we're rushing 5, but it's just a different look, right? Wake Forest actually does a pretty decent job picking it up, and then Mezzi commits, blows up that blocker. Now he has to go outside because there's no place for him in there. And Mish was already outside waiting for him. And Moten comes and finishes him off. I love the way Moten finished that boy off. But, oh, my. You ain't going to get this ad off on me. So, good job here from just team defense, right? You get him outside. Look at the way Moten finishes this off. Boy, oof. Shoulder pad right on that boy. Landing on 300 pounds. Love the way Moten played football. But love this from Coach Guidry. This was different. Drop in. So you got somebody here to spy on that quarterback because the quarterback's taking off for a couple first downs against us when we're in man coverage. So now you got a spy and you overloading the side, tries to get out the pocket, boom. Come finito. But yeah, I'm about to say the next play we have here. We stand up, stand up, stand up. Now offensive line, they don't know who's coming. We're bringing two extra rushers again. Kiko right up the A gap and West off the edge, rotating. But it really don't matter when you have an interior defensive lineman, just firing off the football here, right? So we got a stunt here. We got Kiko Mauanoa going first. See how the offense center turns his body, and now you have Moton flying off the ball on that spin. So that's a great stunt, great call. These are two different calls. We haven't really seen much this year. This is a great job of Moton shooting out of here. Once Kiko passes him, obviously Kiko's faster than him, so you just wait for that, and then, oh man, look at that boy head. Man, yes sir. Love that from Moton. The development of him at defensive tackle is stellar. Coach Joe deserves all his flowers for that. I mean, this is still a close game, bro. They could take the lead with a touchdown here. 14 minutes left in the fourth, just starting. And, last two plays we've gone over, it's been a sack, and this is no different here. We're just bringing the tooling around. We're fooling Wake Forest. Who's coming, who's not. We have a stunt here with Mezzi, but it's just all this stuff. You see the alignment of the defense, like you've been hearing all year. I'm actually seeing all year. Some of our alignment is led to big plays. Now we're using our alignment to our advantage. So this makes when OJ's statement about, hey, we're talking alignment and assignment football during the bye week. This is the type of stuff you want to see. Right? You're going to isolate Ruben Bain with our alignment to make sure he gets that even though he's getting held, that there's no help one-on-one with this tackle. We're hoping Ruben Bain gets home. And even though he's getting held, he clearly is going to win this matchup. So that's when alignment and assignment match together. We're going to make sure there's no help on Ruben Bain's side, and he has to just go be a big dog. And he delivers. Now we're in a 2x2 set. We have X outside with Arroyo inside in the slot. Big indicator that this is going to be a quick pass. It was. Look at Francis Mauanoa on this. Let's just watch Francis right here, right tackle. I mean, bruh, this is how you do it, bruh. Blocking that man 10 yards down the field literally opens up this entire sideline, right? This corner runs himself out the play. There's only one block to make, and he got it. Special talent, man. I think he's going to be a top 10 pick. Great play design here from Coach Dawson. I mean, 2x2 set, you're motioning Jacoby George, Yo-Yo. They're thinking, oh, man, he's running right back out to that flat. He scored a couple of times on that last year, scored again this year. Everybody's running to this flat. They all watch film, and here comes the snag. Just a slant stop. Just get to that goal line and stop. You're 6'5". Right there, bro. That's great play design from Coach Dawson. Understanding that, yeah, they watch film. Of course, they've seen this play. They know, hey, heads up when you see 3 or any other receiver, running in and doing this route. And then they keyed on it. Great job from Coach Dawson. That's cooking. That is cooking. I'm actually going to have a little side video. Honestly, freshman Dalen Day has been, probably one of the best freshman campaigns I've seen from a special teamer. He's made a lot of tackles on punt, on kickoff. Here he is on kickoff right now, about to get this force fumble with his ball. Just pops out. Arm right on that thing. The gang is right there to recover it. This is what helped blow this game open. Because, yeah, we just went up 2 touchdowns, but now we're getting the ball in plus territory. But look at that swipe. God damn, ref, get out the way. Look at that swipe. Right on the damn football. I mean, his knuckles hit the laces, bro. That is a boxing punch. Good job from Dylan. That's how you earn snaps. I know safety position has been under a lot of fire this year, but we got a young guy that we have high hopes for. Straight up, just a different level of burst, right? So we're in here in our 11 set. We got McCormick here on the wing. And great job from the offensive line, just washing down. Look at Inez Cooper on this play and see why that hole was so open for Jordan Lyle to just run full speed through. Inez Cooper just literally washes this guy down. And then here comes Francis. He's going to do the exact same thing. Wash this guy down, right? McCormick going to help on Francis and then chip off to the linebacker, butt to the hole. So if you want to know how Jordan Lyle just ran through this hole wide open and just had that speed to get to the end zone and power, look at these three guys right here. You got Inez Cooper washing down, Francis Maunoa washing down, McCormick chipping, and then getting to the second level linebacker. And then Lyle's full speed so he could run through a tackle. And then once you get to that goal line, 45 had no chance of stopping him before he at the 3-yard line. So shout out to Inez Cooper. Shout out to, Francis Maunoa. Shout out to Cam McCormick. If you wanted to see cohesiveness from an offensive unit, that's what it looked like. Get your running back going full speed north and south so he could just punish defenders and get into the end zone. They're in pass mode. Obviously, they're down multiple scores, 3 touchdowns, 6 minutes to go. So now we're just free to D-line, pin your ears back and get after the passer. This is probably our best pass rushing game of the year, maybe outside of Florida. But, this probably had our most amount of sacks for sure. Stunt action here, Mezzi and Simeon Barrow. They've actually been very productive together. That's a good combo with them stunting. You see Mezzi just getting in, diving right at those legs. Barrow shoots right through. Here comes Mezzi on the wraparound. Definitely the best game in a long time for the defensive line as a whole. They're in the red zone. Obviously, field goals don't do them nothing here, so they got to go for it. 4th and 1 here. They're trying to get it up the middle. Look at Marley Cook here. He's had a relatively quiet year. Look at him blow this center up right into the backfield, which is going to actually negate that momentum for the running back. He never had a chance to get going. So it's Marley Cook here blowing this up, and the whole entire defensive line standing their ground. That's a big-time stop. He didn't even get a yard. Look at us trips here to the left. We got a tight end in line. Here's Riley Williams, so we're in a 31 set. Check right here where you see Riley Williams get to seal this corner or edge. Francis Maunoa gets to the second level. Inez Cooper, look, you can read their jersey numbers, man. That's butt to the hole. This is perfect. Now you're one-on-one, but you got that full speed ahead, right? So that's the difference. Jordan Lyle is able to run full speed ahead. That's how he's able to run through. God-given talent, how he's going to stay up here after running through this guy. But that's how you run through. When you get your running back a crease that he could just accelerate and burst, he's going to break some tackles. Running through, and here comes Jacoby George with a smart tug in front so you don't get that holding call. His effort is insane on almost every play that you see big play. You're going to see 3 getting involved. But that's made by Francis Maunoa, Riley Williams, and Inez Cooper. Again, last time it was McCormick. This time it's Riley Williams. But that right side of the offensive line, man, we can get people moving on that side. And my favorite thing is we rewarded Jacoby for that effort, right? Trips here, the number 2 receiver, so 31 set. We rewarded that effort running downfield, getting that block. Now you get the football. Quick little screen out here. Great job from your receivers. Here's X putting in. Now look at Jalen Rivers and the rest of your offensive lineman. Zach Carpenter, McCormick downfield. Francis is looking for somebody to block. Ain't nobody to block. So just easy touchdown from Jacoby. He's one of our best after the catch. But that's how you reward a player going around, playing with that type of effort, playing with that type of intensity. Throw him a bone and see what he could do. And obviously we all know what he could do. Hezzy, that boy, had them boys frozen on the goal line like crazy. But happy for him. Senior day definitely went out with a bang. And go ahead and like and subscribe. Go Kings.